Hello everybody, today trade cap for February 9th, 2026, and I took one trade on AMD for around a $3,000 win. So I'll kind of break down the trade and what I kind of saw today. And let me start this video by saying that this entire trade session was recorded, right? Literally a whole hour long trade recap. Um, like talked about pretty much everything. A lot of like literally so much information. It's absolutely insane. So going through price action, key levels, markets, like spike QQ, relative strength, like all the sauce you need to know. Right, this is a very good video to watch. Of course, it's not good for beginners in my opinion because you have to have like some sort of understanding to be able to understand what I'm saying. Right, so this is good for like intermediate level traders. I feel like so if you're a beginner, don't even try watching this. You'll be like, what the hell's happening? But if you kind of know what you're doing a little bit, then this video will literally be very, very helpful. But yeah, so this is in the Discord server, right? Upload the live recordings. I might upload this on YouTube, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I will, but yeah. So what did I see on AMD today, right? So let me pull it up. So took one trade on AMD today, right? In the market open, let me pull up the Discord again because I kind of will tell you guys. So let's see this. So 814 QQ and spine our previous day range. Want to see break above or below pre-market high on QQ. AMD above previous high looks good as well. We'll wait as usual to see price action. I'm expecting a slow day on the indices today, with us having no red folder news and opening in our previous day range. And if we can reclaim key levels, then it'll look better, right? Very simple game plan, right? You never want to predict the day, right? You always want to react what price does, but like I can predict days if we get above levels and below, then it kind of makes more sense. If we're above levels, then I can kind of look for longs, or below levels, I can look for shorts. So I'm illustrating the Wednesday expiration contract. So if you guys watch the trade recap, the live one, you guys will find the irony in this video, this statement. So only if you watch the video, you'll understand, right? But right, so didn't get any alerts, right? Didn't really say anything just because, right, by the recording entire trade session, so I'm not alerting. Insane value from the session, right? And oh yeah, the reason why I'm like showing this is because look, I'm literally saying AMD but previously high level, and literally what did I trade today? AMD. So like like I didn't do anything crazy. So let me break down the trade I took today. So first of all, right, we always want to see what we're doing on the higher time frame, but more simply, what are QQ and SPY doing? So first 5 minutes, right, QQ and SPY are kind of showing some bullish price action. All right, we're reclaiming above our 5 minute range high. Nothing too crazy. Like higher time frame wise, because we're still below our key levels, but we're still showing bullish market structure by making higher highs and higher lows, right? So I just really want to see a name on tech showing relative strength while QQ and SPY kind of just chopping around in this range. And so the two names that caught my eye today, right, were AMD and Nvidia, right? Especially on Nvidia, right? If you guys watch the trade recap, the live one, I kind of missed the entry on Nvidia, which probably would have made me like fucking like probably like $8,000 today. So we won't even talk about it, right? It is what it is. But insane day for Nvidia and AMD, right? I identified the two names that showed the best price action, right? Beforehand pretty much. But right, so AMD and Nvidia were on my watch. Nvidia was first on my watch. Why? Because in the first 5 minutes, the price action was very bullish and we're reclaiming our key levels, right? So while we're this bullish and reclaiming our key levels, SPY and QQQ are Spy and QQ are just doing nothing, right? We're just in our range, just nothing too crazy. We're not reclaiming levels aggressively. Same with QQ, right? We came back below its pre market lows, right? Swept liquidity, and we're consolidating. So if a name's above our previous day high, a pre market high, and QQ and SPY are still below slash in our previous day range, then that name clearly is more bullish in a higher time frame than QQQ and SPY is, right? So I know this name kind of relative strength and has strong price action. So I'm looking at trade Nvidia, right? If I can see some sort of strong pullback or a strong pullback at a key level or a confluence, and then I'm looking for strong price action at that level so I can have a good risk to reward, right? So the entry I have in this name, I won't talk about in this video, but if you watch the live trade recap, you'll literally see me miss the entry live because I chose the wrong contracts. So that's very ironic, right? I moved it. Technically, there's a second entry right here off this pullback to fair value gap, but the better entry was for sure over here. But yeah, so missed down like 300% on this trade, right? 200, 300%. So I won't talk about it, right? But AMD, right? So after kind of missing that Nvidia entry, right, I realized that AMD had a very strong price action candle right here, reclaiming our key levels. So I kind of want to see us break above it, retest it, show bars at that level, and then make the higher high and higher low, right? So higher high consolidation, right, or higher low right here, and then I want to see kind of break the high there and show strong price action. So my entry was simply off this kind of um reclaim of this order block right here, plus this bounce of this pre-market high. So nothing too crazy, right? Didn't really wait for a really like a really good entry just because I knew we were bullish on the higher time frame. So I can be aggressive knowing that we're bullish on the higher time frame. So it's high probability for this trade to play out if we hold our key levels. So simply enter calls right at this kind of candle forming, stop loss below our pre-market high candle closure below, and simply just want to see price just kind of consolidate above and then make that new high. So if you watch the trade recap, the live one, that's pretty much what I said and what happened. So entered here, kind of saying some sort of consolidation, right? And then we had nice relative strength show up on AMD, right? So very very nice trade. Contracts end up going over 55%, I think, at the peak, 55-60%. And we can see now that AMD is, of course, reclaiming those levels. So if you guys watch the trade recap live, I literally said this was going to happen. I literally cut my trailers, I think, over here. And so I managed my trailers really, really bad. But, there's a lot of good information in that video. So if you guys have not watched it, join the server and watch it. I'm telling you, like, so much information. But yeah, so AMD, right, looks really, really good in the higher time frame. And that's why I was on my pre-market watch list, and I also looked at it very very like a hawk during market open. So AMD, Nvidia, very insane names to trade in the first 30 minutes. Insane moves on Nvidia, especially right now. We're consolidating. You're not gonna be trading this name anymore, right? Unless we get above like this 190 level, no way you should be trading Nvidia anymore. If you trade Nvidia now and you're an options trader, you're just giving money to the market. You might as well just give the money to me at this point, right? So Meta, right, showing some nice price action, but only because QQ and SPY are now showing strong price action as well, right? So nothing too crazy on that, right? So QQ and SPY making higher highs and higher lows, and then this entry right here. If you watch the live trade cap, you'll kind of understand what this is, right? This is simply just like a fake entry. Like I just called it out, but I didn't really take it because I was gonna trade, but I knew it was a good entry, right? If you guys watched the live trade recap, I literally called out, said strong price action at this level. You can enter calls right here, stop loss below this. I think previously higher or pre-market high plus order block, right? So very important pivot level, right? We kind of want to see that break, retest, and that strong buyers at that level. So yeah. I know my explanations are kind of dog shit. I will not lie. I've rewatched my videos back, but like you either are a really good trader or you're a really good teacher, guys. I'm learning to be a good teacher, but I know I'm a good trader, so you gotta bear with me, right? If you kind of understand a little bit what I'm talking about, then it will go way way longer than you learning some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So if you watch the live trading recap video, then you'll understand this. And like I was literally like I literally sniped it also as well. So once you know how to trade, you know how to trade, right? I can trade futures if I wanted to, right? This shows I can trade futures, right? I don't trade futures just because options is the only thing I know and like breathe and learn. But maybe in the future, honestly, if I want to be a really big DJ, I can start trading Asian session on futures, right? But we'll see. We'll see. Honestly, I don't know what price action looks like on Asian session. I'm only okay. We're going off track here, right? So one trade on AMD, right? Very very nice trade. Um, Let me actually show the executions. Why not? Uh, let's do this. Let's see this. So, um, yeah. So, 30 contracts. Um, I'm looking at them myself, right? So you can see like I kind of never sold at these at this area, these pops right here, just because the contracts barely moved, right? I saw us holding market structure, the contracts barely moved, so I was willing to I was willing to hold the risk of us coming back down just because we're bullish on the higher time frame, right? So I knew right what I was doing pretty well. If you watch live trading recap, like pretty much exact same thing. So yeah, size kind of small in this trade, right? I kind of wish I bought more contracts, but in the back of my mind, right, I was debating between 50 contracts or 30 contracts, but like I just had the back of my mind. I just missed the Nvidia trade, so I don't want to like be a revenge trader and just kind of go heavy size on a name, and also um like it's also a Monday, no news Monday on certain QQ and Spy, so I was kind of expecting chop, and we kind of did have chop on QQ and Spy, but it was kind of more so it's kind of more so it was chop in the morning, but we were just making slow higher highs and higher lows throughout the day, right? So if you just look now on Spine QQ, right now we can kind of see us pushing up. Where the fuck is it? There it is, right? We can now kind of see us start pushing up above our previous highs and key levels. So if you watch the trade recap, I kind of was talking about this, but we ended up coming back down. But now that like I'm looking back, now we reclaim those levels nicely. So um very easy day for futures traders as well now looking at this because futures have no decay, right? They have no theta, so they can just, bro, that's just so easy in my opinion, right? Like having no decay is such a nice thing. Like if I had no decay on this AMD trade, then these contracts would have been up way more, right? Because I kind of stayed through this little chop, so and this chop as well right here. So the contracts were only worth 55%, but if there was no chop and it was just straight move to the upside, then they've been worth 80%, right? So you have to understand how options work. But yeah, I'm kind of yapping now. Am I recording? Oh my god, I forgot my face cam was on too, low key. Damn, I'm kind of chopped. But yeah, that's pretty much the trade cap for today, guys. Um, you know, just rinse and repeat. Honestly, I have nothing else to say. What is my P now? Let me right. Where I go? Dashboard. Right. So this month up 14K. So I'll just say 15K for the video if I like end up including it. Absolutely insane. And again, if you guys haven't watched that live trading day recap, I'm telling you, bro, if you guys need to learn something or you're lost, like I like to show you guys live what works for free. By the way, I'm not even charging anything, bro. That's the most insane part, by the way. Like holy shit, you guys understand? Like, I if I get big, I'm gonna start airing out these like fucking options trader people because like I've literally joined courses that I've paid $3,000 for, by the way, and I literally haven't didn't learn a single thing. No videos also included in those, and it's just alerts. Like I don't need your fucking alerts. I'm trying to learn and trade. I'm trying to learn how to fucking trade. Your alerts don't do shit to me. So and it's also like if you're buying QQQ and SPY, you're gonna be up and down 20% in one candle if you're buying out the money contracts, right? So like these guys are like saying like 20% 40% on out the money contracts on QQ and SPY, which are the most volatile names in the market. Like no shit gonna be up 20%, 40%. Like I'm up 50%, like a lot on these names are in the money, and tech names are slower. Like that is insane. So yeah. That's your recap, boys. See you in the next video. Peace.